Hello and welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Ciaphas Cain here, my Jedi Knight, here on Carrick Station. We're doing another interlude part of the series, before we go into the second major story arc. We're answering another summons as part of the Emergency Response Corps. Let's go find out what's going on, shall we?
This is Carrick Station on Emergency Response Corps Priority Frequency. Master Satil, do you read us?
Excellent. You've arrived just in time. The people of Katamimu are being held hostage by a criminal despot. Governor Chornorov was under investigation for corruption. He was about to be arrested by Republic officials when he declared his planet's independence.
Politicians usually need the voters on their side for something like that.
The governor enacted emergency powers and imposed martial law. The people of Katamimu have no say in this. Chornorov was able to seize power because of the Republic's missile arrays stored on his world, and the criminal army he's amassed. After separatist forces were crushed on Ord Mantell, Governor Chornorov secretly offered their leaders and surviving troops asylum on Cademimu.
Darth Angral had a secret listening post on Ord Mantell. I got to see the Civil War there up close.
Then you know what separatists are capable of. Unfortunately, they aren't our only concern. The missiles produced on Katamimu are supposed to supply planetary defense batteries along the Selenon Spur, a major trade route. Those worlds now lie vulnerable. Governor Chornorov has commandeered enough Republic planetary-level weapons that a large-scale invasion is impossible. The missile arrays would destroy our capital ships in orbit.
We have no way to remotely shut down those missiles? That's just bad design.
There were deactivation codes, but the governor's slicers disabled them. He's clearly been planning this for some time. I need you to restore the planet's defenses to Republic control. That will mean defeating Governor Chornorov's elite separatist guards. A stealth-equipped assault shuttle is standing by. Your landing zone will be Katamimu's capital industrial sector, close to the missile arrays.
I'll get there as soon as possible.
There is one last detail. Governor Chornorov is merely a corrupt politician. His private army's leader, General Ortal, is a mass murderer. Ortal sent thousands of innocent Ord Mantellians to their death. If you encounter that war criminal, bring him to justice. Hurry to Cademimu before the remaining missile defenses come online and our window of opportunity closes. May the Force be with you.
Okay. On our way to Cademimu. Jürgen, I'll see you later. Oh, our companion's doing, actually. 18 and 17. Not bad. Not bad at all. We are playing as our Infiltration Shadow. So, what has changed in level 60? We gain Potent Shadows. When we use Force Potency or Shadow Stride, we automatically build 3 Breaching Shadows, meaning we can do a lot of damage very quickly with our Force Breach. Exiting combat or activating Force Cloak reduces the active cooldown of Force Potency as well. Additionally, our Shadow Strike has increased critical damage. Pretty damn good. Our Project has now been replaced with the Psychokinetic Blast. So rather than hurling giant rocks, we're now using basically, I guess, the Force itself to deal damage. Of course, standard and weak enemies are still stunned for 3 seconds. This is cheaper. 32 Force. And it's going to be cheaper again when we use our Clairvoyant Strike. Okay. We also gained another ability, Shadow Stride, which we just obviously heard about here. This ability allows us to use the Force to weave through the shadows, appearing at your enemy target and increasing your movement speed by 75%. This does not break stealth, so it allows us to jump on an enemy within 30 meters. Probably not the best engagement tool, but if they're trying to escape, you can just jump right back on top of them. And obviously if we make use of our Force Cloak and our Shadow Stride, rather than a 1 minute 30 cooldown, we only have a 30-second cooldown, so that we could probably make use of force potency for our more powerful melee attacks multiple times in combat. That's the plan in any event. So, let's get ourselves underway. Cademimu, there you go. It is somewhat midday, so hopefully it won't take us too long to find a group. Katamimu can go really well or really badly in a couple of sections. There are a few early shortcuts you can take, and there is a massive shortcut you can take by skipping enemies later on. We need to get through the city of Cademimu 5 itself and reach the missile control center to take control of the missile batteries. From there, we need to find this separatist leader, this General Order. If we can take control of the missile batteries, it means the Republic can send their fleet in and take control of the world and bring this corrupt politician to justice. This Flashpoint used to be much more dangerous as well. There are certain droids which are patrolling the streets, which are trying to maintain public order in a very dictatorial way, or dictatorship kind of way. They used to be champion targets. Now I believe they're only strong. So they have a lot less health, deal a lot less damage. But we'll find all that out once we get down to the planet itself. Come on, group finder. I do need to play with my item modifications once again. If I sort out my armor that have level 60 item mods, I shouldn't need to adjust my armor again until we're level 80. That's the plan in any event. So at level 64, we get to choose one of 3 abilities. Come on, people, it's the weekend. Thank you. Oh, we had the Master Chief with us. Crossover we didn't expect. Ciaphas Cain and the Master Chief. Both here in Star Wars. Hey, why not? As always, give me greetings. Master Chief the Commando. I approve. I approve. We have 2 commandos, an assassin, and a shadow. Cademimu is very much like a smoggy Coruscant. Or Nar Shaddaa, you know, one of those city worlds. Or at least, we're in a major city, at least. The whole world may not be like this.
My fellow citizens, the coming days will be difficult. You will hear lies about civil unrest, about attacks on our soil. But our world is protected.
Oh.
Not just by our arsenal, but the Katamimu Guard patrols the streets to keep you safe.
That's the governor, of course, telling everyone there's nothing to fear. By the way, you're also suffering from martial law, don't ask questions.
My people do not listen to the lies on the HoloNet. There are no riots in the Mercantile District, and the missile batteries are perfectly safe.
We're gonna lure everyone around the corner? That never works. Props for trying, but it doesn't always work. There we are. And up to the first boss, Officer Xander and his enforcer droid. We only need to deal with the officer, of course, but the droid will try to place us under arrest. Oh, never mind, he never got a chance to. Now we can take the police vehicle, or the normal taxi service. The cruiser here allows us to bypass a few groups of enemies. Onwards to the Missile Command Center. Yeah, you'd normally stop about there, and then have to fight your way through those streets.
Fellow citizens, some of you have questioned the makeup of the Katamimu Guard. You ask, why have we recruited off-worlders? But I say, if a man like General Ortol wants to fight for our planet, it would be selfish to deny him that privilege.
Can the final person make the jump? Can they do it? Can they do it? Nice. Good work. Oh. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, well. Our assassin friend didn't make the cross. You can jump on to the ruins of the bridge there. With success is not always guaranteed. Also, people like to jump here and then fall to their deaths. Or jump here, and this elevator is extremely fast. You do not jump on this elevator. Okay. We have our next boss here. A weapons smuggler. A Wookiee with a flamethrower. I do like it. The Master Chief is truly living up to the roleplay.
General Order to the intruders. The governor may be cowering in his bunker, but we will do our job. You won't get any further.
General Ortal's, of course, challenging us. Now, this next point, we just need to run. We just run. I mean, if you really wanted, you could fight your way through here. Friend, your commando didn't make it, but they should be able to keep themselves alive.
This is General Ortal to all forces. The command center is under attack. Do not let the enemy take control of the missile batteries.
Uh-oh, the commando's in trouble. Ah, they go. Oh, the elevator's coming down. Did they make it? Why aren't they on the elevator? They're not really losing life anymore, so I have a feeling that... Yeah, they're waiting for the elevator now. Hey, look at that, we're out of combat. Ta-da! We're all here. Time to run again. That's the one enemy actually worth killing. And now we wait here. Perfect. Oh, we're still in combat. Okay, take 2. You may guess that this is the final battle arena, and you'd be right. Okay, here's the computer controlling the missile batteries. We may need to skip through this, but in essence, the missile launch sequence has already started. All we can do is manually choose the target. An Imperial fleet has entered the system, or we have an uninhabited moon. Oh. We chose to target the Imperial fleet. I don't see why that's a dark side option. We'll just blame it on the governor, of course. Now, be careful not to attack him until everyone's in the room.
I fought in the war, you piece of trash! You think I'm afraid now?
Uh-oh. We're about to end up on fire.
Get on the phone!
You actually
Anyone?
won!
Whoever you are, listen. Those missile batteries are all that's protecting Katamimu. You can't take control from it.
This is Republic Fleet Command. Looks like the missile batteries are disengaged and the governor's shuttle just became vulnerable. Leave the cleanup to us.
Okay. Our task here is complete. Time to leave. Yeah. Some of these these missiles, their engines are getting tested. They need to go into certain corners to be safe. Of course, we had actually quite a lot of damage there between the two commandos and the the assassin and the shadow. So we're able to cut through his health before we really had to avoid any of the rocket engines. Report our success.
Master Satil, this is Carrick Station reporting. What's the situation on Katamimu?
Better than we hoped, thanks to you. Governor Chonarov was captured and his separatist allies are surrendering to our forces.
Considering all the elite guards I had to fight, I'd expect the number of prisoners to be low.
I'm sorry you were forced to commit such violence, but your efforts saved lives. Not only did you liberate Katamimu, you thwarted an Imperial invasion. We detected an enemy fleet dropping out of hyperspace at the system's edge. When the Imperials saw we commanded Katamimu's missile defenses, they retreated. Had they captured that world, dozens of systems would have been threatened.
Maybe the governor planned to join the Empire.
Chonarov would never have turned over power, but it's possible his separatist friends had other plans. It will be some time before Katamimu's government is restored. Until then, we'll maintain the peace. Enjoy your respite from the fighting. I'll be in touch. May the Force be with you.
Happy days. Okay. Get ourselves back over to the Defender now. I am going to have to go pick up some higher tier starship upgrades. Probably in the near future. Anything of interest? Just more Yavin gear. I feel like with everything that's happened, we need to get on board the Defender and have a moment. Yes, I think what is best.
Master, you'll be pleased to know I added extra padding to all the seat cushions aboard this vessel. I hope you find them comfortable.
Thank you. Yes, I think we should get ourselves over to our quarters and maybe meditate on our situation. What was I thinking? For the past few days now, I've been thinking about the battle against Darth Angral. Why did I tell Kira to stay back and allow me to seek justice alone against a Dark Lord of the Sith? A Dark Lord of the Sith who's no doubt spent maybe half a century training and slaying Jedi like myself. I must have been out of my mind. Was I so arrogant? So overconfident in my ability to wield a blade that I thought I'd be able to take down someone with so many more years of experience, who's went on to train apprentices, Sith Lords of his own? I mean, certainly we were able to defeat them, but a lot of that was with help. And certainly luck was on my side, or maybe the Force. That's another thing. Sure, our instructors always praised our martial ability, but I feel like there were many lessons that maybe I overlooked before the final trials on Tython. Even now, I'm disagreeing with some of the things the Council themselves mention. The Grandmaster herself believes we have some greater destiny, that the whole galaxy will rest on our shoulders and the decisions we will be forced to make. That doesn't seem normal. And then there's the times that I have to try and prove myself to be this exemplar of the Order, to the local Republic citizenry, to its soldiers. I'm having to put on this facade that I am this all-knowing, benevolent, and assured Jedi that I do not feel truly inside. The fact that the Council has even given me, or allowed me to retain, my training of Kira, a newly minted Jedi Knight in her own right. I just don't know. I keep thinking about this past year since my training. And I feel like we have a long way to go. And I can but hope that I am up to the tasks that will no doubt challenge us going forward. We can but see.